Listen, I think when it comes down to Lamar Jackson, we need to provide proper context at all times. Lamar Jackson, I think, is going to have a very similar career to Peyton Manning. I don't know when the Super Bowls are coming, but as long as the Baltimore Ravens keep basically being like, Lamar, we're behind you, we're supporting you wherever you need, we got you, their Super Bowl window is going to be open. Lamar Jackson is one of those players where as long as he is healthy and he's locked in, the Super Bowl window is always going to be there. Now, before you're like, okay, the way he runs, he won't last long. But now that he, if he wanted to, can be a complete pocket passer, I see his longevity in the NFL. I can see the window now. And I just think every single time, and again, context matters. Every single time Lamar Jackson, excuse me, every single time Lamar Jackson has been healthy and has been the starter for the Baltimore Ravens, he's won MVP. By healthy, I mean the entire season he's playing, he's won MVP every time. Every time. Look at it. The two MVP seasons, he played all games and was the starting quarterback, and he won. This year, he's going to win MVP again. Played all the games as a starter, healthy, MVP. He's on pace to tie or break Peyton Manning's MVP record. That's how good Lamar Jackson is. And just like Peyton Manning had to deal with Tom Brady to get to the Super Bowl, Lamar Jackson is going to have to continuously deal with Patrick Mahomes to get to the Super Bowl. The comps are all there. And I think that's going to make Lamar Jackson an even better player. I think it's crazy to say this, there's an even better version of Lamar Jackson to unlock. But that's up to Lamar Jackson to do. Because he didn't have weapons for a long time, now he has them. He has Derrick Henry probably for hopefully 3, maybe 4 more years. If we are lucky, right? So within that window, they need to maximize this Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry duo. They have to. Hopefully Zay Flowers is back for the Bills game. They're going to really need him. I think the complete dismantling of the Pittsburgh Steelers was very great to see as someone who is rooting for Lamar, but also wants to see his continued development into that perfect weapon. And I know the way he's played this season, you may be like, yo, what are you talking about? No, I'm telling you, there's another level to Lamar Jackson's game for him to unlock. Every season, he's progressively gotten so much better. From 2018 to now, he's gotten way better. The dude looks faster and healthier than he's ever looked before. He's putting numbers up that make his last 2 MVP campaigns seem like eons ago. Seem like, oh, that was the old guard. This is the new. No, it's the same player with better players. This is what Ravens fans have been saying since 2019. Like, bro, you give Lamar Jackson help. They've been begging for help, bro. They're like, if you give Lamar Jackson proper help, he's going to turn into a player that is a force. And look what happened when you believe in him and you give him the perfect. I think this is the perfect offensive roster, bro. They have rookie linemen making all-pro, future Hall of Famer, defensive ends look like rookies, man. Like, the rookies are making the people they're fighting against every bout in those trenches look like rookies. I forgot whoever's the rookie on that offensive line of the Ravens, number 70, I think, who had that clip with Myles Garrett. That man is TJ Watt did not record one single statistic last night. We're witnessing something amazing. There's very few teams in the NFL who have an identity and stick to that identity. And I mean a winning identity culture. Like, trust me, I think John Harbaugh's time in the Ravens has come to an end. Hear me out. I think it has come to an end. I think if you do not win a Super Bowl, you have to shake things up because you can't get much better. You can, but you can't get much better than the roster offensively, right? And they still can't get it done. And so, and at this thing, you need a new voice. You need a new, and I would hate that because usually that means the entire coaching staff has to go. And I think Todd Monken and Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry is a perfect trio. I think they're a perfect trio. And I think Todd Monken can help get Lamar Jackson to that next level that Lamar has to get himself to, but he can't do it by himself. He's going to be the sole starter and reason, but Todd Monken has to still call the plays and get the plays right for him. And with Derrick Henry assisting and being in that offensive scheme, right? And I say all that to say that I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this Ravens offense. The Ravens defense starts selling a little bit. I'm very worried about number 21, I think it is, Stevens. Number 21, the defensive back for the Ravens, getting cooked. I don't care what receiver you're putting on him. They're cooking him. And that kind of liability, it was a liability, bro. Brother. He was getting cooked. He single-handedly almost let the Steelers come back into the game. When you have someone like that, and I hate to be that harsh on him, but you just look at the game. Look at this season. Jeez Louise. When I have to say jeez Louise, you're doing something crazy. You're doing something crazy, bro. So, yeah, I don't know. But that was a complete domination from start to finish, as it should be. This was expected. The Steelers haven't won a game in like a month or something. Like they're not good. They have soul searching to do. The Ravens cooking. Lamar Jackson cooking with that Cisco grease. There's nothing you can do. The Ravens are going to go as far as Lamar Jackson takes them. I know that's something that has said, no, this year, this is the year. This is the Lamar Jackson that's like, okay, this is the one I've been waiting for. This is Lamar Jackson where I'm like, oh, you have your weapons. You have an offensive coordinator who's going to be like, I know every facet of your game. We're going to unleash that on them. They're going to have to stop you. And when they stop you, we're going to pivot in the other direction and we're going to cut them down with Derrick Henry. They should never abandon the run. I'm happy they did not abandon the run. And if and when they face the Bills, the Chiefs, do not suddenly forget how to play football and start doing, no. Running is your identity. Until they stop you, running is your identity. Even when they stop you, you still run the ball because guess what? You have one of the most dynamic runners on your team. And I'm not talking about Derrick Henry. I'm talking about Lamar Jackson. When they stop Derrick Henry, Lamar, you're going to go. When they're scared to death and they start freezing up because they don't know what you're doing, Derrick Henry, you're going to go. And when they stop you, which is damn near impossible, but if they stop you, Lamar, guess what? Throw over the heads because they still have to respect your legs. They still have to respect Derrick Henry. There's Hill, who's probably one of the best pass-catching backs in football. You have every weapon humanly possible. They have the most complex run game I've ever seen in my life. I really do mean that because at the end of the day, defenders don't know what to do. You watch any game this season. I don't care if they won or lost any game this season. As soon as that RPO happens, it's like, God damn, like, what do we do? Why is this fair? Who let this happen? We gave Lamar props. We didn't want him to have that chip over his shoulder. We have given Derrick Henry props. Lamar Jackson still got 15 rushing yards, while Derrick Henry almost had 2,000 rushing yards. That's how crazy this duo is. Usually if your quarterback's running that much, you're not going to be able to get that many yards running. But he still did. Keep playing. Keep playing with Lamar Jackson's name, man. Keep playing with Lamar Jackson's name. You're going to get burned every time.